Hi, I'm Matt Vanacoro, keyboard product specialist with Samson Technologies. Here at Sweetwater, we're going to talk to you today about the Carbon 49. The Carbon 49 is an amazing controller with an integrated iPad slot. It works with the computer or any other USB MIDI device, but we're going to feature today some of the iPad integration just because of the nature of it. This keyboard is powered by the iPad, which I think some of the other keyboards that can work with the iPad is a feature that's been missing from them. The portability of the iPad is so awesome. It's so great. It's just, I always felt it was a pain to, have to plug a keyboard into the wall or into a USB hub and all this stuff. With the Carbon 49, all you do is you can pop your iPad into the slot, you plug into the Apple Camera Kit, and you're good to go. It draws an incredibly small amount of power. I have no problem getting through, 3 to 5 hour gigs, 3 to 5 hour gigs with this and having battery left. It really amazes me that it can power this keyboard and, to hit the battery so small. There's a volume encoder and a volume slider and a data encoder. By default, this controls volume and this will control pan, but you can actually configure that both on the iPad and on the computer to, control other things. So if you're a beginner, there's minimal buttons and things to get in your way, but if you're a power user, everything that you want is still there. The ability to, change banks, a panic button, all note off, assignable pedals, velocity curve, all that great stuff. Most significant bit, bank changes. One of the things I love about it is we have hardware octave and transpose buttons. And not only are the buttons there, but they're illuminated when you hit them. And a little, the LCD will tell you how many octaves you're shifted, how many keys you're transposed, all that great stuff. So really an amazing keyboard, an amazing value. I've got it hooked up today to an app called Moge, and this is an app that basically simulates a Moge Synth, and it really just amazes me that for under $100 you can pick up a Carbon and an inexpensive app and have a full working controllable Moge Synth. It behaves like a Moog. It has a nice little oscilloscope for you to check out. All of these things are controllable with both your fingers, but also mappable to those, the data encoder and the volume wheel. So, for example, I've already mapped the crush control to the data wheel, and I've mapped the drive to the volume knob. So while I'm playing, I can add more drive, or I can change the synth sound with the crush. So it's amazing that you can, get a Moog. I mean, when I think about how much I paid for the first Moog keyboard I used, and how portable this is, and how amazing it is, it's just really cool. If you're into, using it in I've brought this on road gigs with me to have a keyboard in the room to practice with, because I usually bring the iPad anyway. So I'll pop the iPad in there, and now you've got Sample Tank. Just a quick, tone module with some piano. Let's raise the volume there a little bit. Synth sounds, orchestra. So it's really been great. I've loved having it. And even if you're not going to play, if you're not going to use the iPad to produce sound, if you're a person who uses the iPad for chart reading, you can pop it in there, open up your sheet music display, and then there you go. You've got your charts that you can read while you're playing a gig, and this is plugged into your laptop to control your sound. So an incredibly versatile keyboard, at an amazing price. Feels great to play, looks great, sounds great. So that's it. If you have any questions about this Carbon 49 or any other Samson keyboard, be sure to call your Sweetwater sales engineer today.